Good morning. Good morning. Big money day. Master Poopy, what's up? Hood baby, what's up, brother? Today's my birthday, man. Bless me with a good form, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's let everybody get in and then we'll talk about it. As usual, let everybody file in and then we will I'll share my screen and we'll get straight to it, man. Let me just tell y'all this. The tools are running right now better than they ever have. The update time on the tool right now is every 3 seconds. The plays are updated. It's moving at the fastest it's ever moved, the smoothest it's ever moved. The Props Made Easy tools are at its highest right now. Some of the updates we made yesterday were amazing. We had a few glitch during the last live stream where like the goblins, something was wrong with the goblins and all that other stuff. All that's been fixed. So excited for this morning live show, man. What's up, Cam One? What's up, Trainer? What's up, brother? Rippers, what's up? Sleepy Cowboy, what's going on? Happy Friday, Rippers. What's up, y'all? Let's get it. Jay wins. What's up? We won against the Knicks. Juan, what's up, brother? What's up, Cam? Anthony, what's up, brother? What's good, Ron? What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Happy Friday. What's here? Everybody coming in, man. Happy Friday. You got me on that flex? What do you mean? What flex? What are you talking about? We're going to be on Sleeper or Prizepicks. I need to be breaching my account. Don't want to miss a play. We'll be on whatever y'all want to be. We'll look over every site. The best plays on every site like we always do every morning. Let's get some money. Let's get it, brother. Happy birthday, Hood, baby. I almost feel like this is a given, but Greenlight crushed again. Yeah, Rippers. I mean, it's crazy, man. Greenlight DFS been going absolutely crazy. But you know, the key for me as a provider and somebody who studies and builds these things every day is like I gotta keep my energy like even keel. I can't get too hyped over anything. I can't get too down over anything, regardless of what's going on. So I really keep my mental in the same kind of position. So what's happening right now at Greenlight and the streak we're on and how crazy it's been has been wild. But mentally, I'm keeping it as if we're like, 50%, even though we're like hitting every day. You know what I mean? Good looking gay. Yes, sir. Ready for that green bean casserole. I love green bean casserole, man, if it's made right. Grand Rising, let's get it, Camo, let's get it. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you're new to these live streams, what I do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to use the tools over at propsmadeeasy.com. They're only $20 a month. They're the best tools, in my opinion, overall. They have player projection data as well as EV data, as well as results data. They use AI technology to simulate games 10,000 times for their player projections as well. Like, just so much behind it and such an amazing company. Obviously, I'm part of that as well. So yeah, it's just been the growth of it's been crazy. And I'm just excited to make sure I get as many people as I can locked into using the best tools so that we can just see more success among the average people, like the regular people who work 9 to 5s and are busy, have busy schedules. They're able to utilize these tools and really have like pro level success. So that's what's up. We'll get hyped for you. I'm a customer for life. I appreciate you, Rippers, man. I'm excited for tonight too, man. We got some good stuff on tap for tonight as well. What is Greenlight DFS? Greenlight DFS is my company that I started 8+ years ago. I don't know if you've ever heard about DFS. DFS is daily fantasy sports when it comes to the lineup. So DraftKings has a sports book and FanDuel has a sports book, but they also have sites where you can build lineups. And what you do is you build a lineup. You have 50,000 fake dollars. You build a lineup. Each player, depending on how good they are and how good their matchup is going to be priced differently. And you have to use that total amount of money to build a lineup. And then once you build that lineup, you can put it in the tournaments where you could just do a quarter entry. You could pay a quarter to get into the tournament. If you get first place, you can win $1,000. And it goes up from there. If you enter I've had customers enter a $300 tournament and win $70,000 in a day. And somebody in MLB played a $300 tournament this MLB season that just passed and won $90,000 in the night. So that's what Greenlight DFS does. It's fun. If you're into player props and you've never tried DFS lineups on DraftKings and FanDuel, you definitely need to. A lot of people, it's surprising me how many people are unaware of them having those lineup options. I mean, it was so popular for a while, and then player props kind of took over that space. But nothing will ever take the excitement of the lineups, man. The lineups are the best. It's the most fun way to bet on sports for sure. Yo, solid. What's up, bro? Is the green light hitting G for the basketball or football? It's for everything. We provide everything. We provide NBA, NHL. We provided MLB, but that's over. Um, College football, all that good stuff. Michael, I joined like 1.5 weeks ago for NBA and NFL. I don't think I missed yet. I 5 times my bankroll in about 2 weeks. Yeah, it's cool. How's Mini Cam been? Hope the family's doing well. Appreciate you, Ron. He's doing great, man. He's doing great out there watching Spider Man, loving his life right now. All right, what we got? All right, let me share my screen, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get to it. Now that we got the intros done, let me share my screen, and then we can get straight into some plays. We good? I am on my desktop, so I might be a tad laggy. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. I was just lazy this morning. I came in here and I started setting up the live stream, and then I realized, oh, I'm not on my laptop. It's going to be a little laggy. And I said, you know what, whatever. I'll just be a little laggy. It is what it is. I was too lazy to go out to the living room to get my laptop. How you feel about Atlanta potentially making the playoffs this year? I'm hyped about Atlanta. Man, look, I had some questions. I was questioning it a little bit at the beginning. I was kind of confused a little bit why they would grab Cousins. But hey, I mean, dude is legit. He's clutch. Like the Falcons team for all these years, we've always been the team that just gets our asses beat at the end of games. Like we have a solid first half, and then at the end of the game, we're always losing by like a field goal or something. We always have the worst luck. But now Falcons just cannot be like if you give us too much, if you give us a minute on the clock at the end of the game, we're gonna win the game. Kirk Cousins is clutch as fuck. So I love it. It's been amazing being a Falcons fan so far this year. I loved making fun of my Cowboys family. My girl's family out here are all Cowboys fans. I loved watching that game with them. I absolutely loved watching it with them. That was great. Rubbed it in the entire time. All right. Let's get to it though, y'all. All right. So as you can see, I've got Props Made Easy up. Let me get y'all the link for Props Made Easy. If you're not a Props Made Easy man, if you do player props, if you play player props and you're not a Props Made Easy member, you definitely need to get with it. Only $20 a month, man. The cheapest tools in the entire industry, especially for the amount of data that they provide. I mean, they're not just EV tools like you see across the industry. They're EV projection tools for the main sports. So they show you the best plays that are not only EV but have player projection on the same end as well, and just checks as many boxes as possible, which in turn makes our success rate higher than everywhere. So it's great. Never question Captain Kirk. What up, Cam? Kirk Kinfolk, Kirk Cuzzo. What up, Cam? Morning to you, dog. Great feeling waking up seeing green. Yes, sir, Thomas. Let's keep getting it, baby. Rise up, Shay, for sure. All right, let's get it. Let's get to the plays, y'all. Let me refresh. Link is in the chat. It's made easy and utilize the tools I'm using right now. Desktop is cool and all, but the mobile version is like an app on your phone. It's amazing. So what you're seeing on the screen is not exactly how it looks on your phone. On your phone, it is super easy to use, and it's like an app when you're on there. So definitely try it out. We can start off at NBA or NFL. It doesn't matter to me, y'all. I talked about it in the beginning of this live stream too. The Props Made Easy tool is running at its best it has ever ran right now. It is updating every 3 seconds. The data is coming in lightning fast. Things are working perfectly, man. So why does your tool show a bunch of green? Am I in the tool right now? And no green picks. Why does your tool? Oh, Mike, what I just had on the screen were goblin plays, and we'll talk about those in a minute. Our tool shows you the best goblins as well. You know the goblins on Prizepicks that are discounted plays? That's why it's all green, because they're discounted plays, and I'll go over those in a minute. But this is the regular tool right here. As you can see, there's no greens at the moment. There's some that are close. There's no greens at the moment on Prizepicks. And I had the goblins pulled up when I first opened the tool. That's why. All right, so looking at NBA this morning. Terrence Mann over 9.5 points plus rebounds is a 52.98% chance to go over. Minus 138 consensus odds on the over 9.5. Minus 138 is the highest odds over on Hot Streak, and a player projection of 10.76. So you have a 1.26 projection differential, meaning that 10.76 is 1.26 higher than the 9.5, as well as having the minus 138 odds. It's EV and projection Terrence Mann's a solid choice. Goga Badadzi, under 2.5. Steals plus blocks, 52.6 chance to hit, minus 136 consensus. Highest odds of minus 147 on hot streak. Player projection of 2.4. Again, all the data pointed towards the under. Now let's check their histories. Over the last 20 games, Terrence Mann has hit this in 50%. Goga over the last 20 games has hit this in 85%. And what I mean by hit is gone what the PME pick is telling you. So the history results on the back of the player cards match whatever the PME pick is. So when you look at the history on Terrence Mann, it's going to show you how often he's hit the over. Same thing with Goga. When you flip it over, it's going to show you how often he's hit the under. Sam Hauser, under 5.5 rebounds assists, is a 52.67 chance to hit. Minus 136 consensus odds. Highest odds of minus 140 on Fliff. Player projection of 5.29. Flip his card over. Look at the last 20. He's hit it in 60%. So we have many good options. Plenty of options with those highest odds up in the minus 140s. I mean, obviously, you like to see that green chance to hit. Let's refresh. Obviously, you love it's going to be your number one favorite option. But when you get options like Terrence Mann, who are damn near almost there, you can go ahead and lock that in before it becomes the green chance to hit. I mean, you can go ahead and get it in. And if you don't see any green on the regular Prizepicks tool, as always, we have Prizepicks Goblin. Prizepicks Goblin is when you go, these are the best Goblin plays available. Brandon Miller over 0.5 steals Goblin is a 61 chance to hit. Clint Capella over 0.5 turnovers is a 61% chance to hit. As you can see, we have about 7-8 Goblins that are over 61% chances to hit that you can pair with anything on the regular Prizepicks side and have a nice little double up slip. Prizepicks Demon. Now, right now, what the Prizepicks Demon is it's showing you plays that have a player projection higher than the Demon line. So it's Anthony Davis over 3.5 assists for his Demon, and then Jarrett Allen over 2.5 assists for his Demon. Now, there's going to be an update made to this, though. Instead of going off projection being over the Demon line, what we're going to do is we're going to go off the last 20 results. So we're going to give them a solid sample size for every player, right? And what we're going to do for Prizepicks Demons is we're going to show the players that have the best history of going over this line over the last 20 games. So show you actual results over the last 20 games, how often they've gone over. So you can immediately, when you get onto the Prizepicks Demon, it's going to show you a player that has hit that Demon line more often than not over the last 20 games. So it's a solid sample size. Why does tool not showing fantasy? Is fantasy up on Prizepicks right now? Why would you need to know about fantasy when there's no fantasy plays, Mike? There's no fantasy plays to bet on, so there's no reason for it. But once there are, that will be there. Okay, so that's our Prizepicks Demon option. That will be coming up sometime today. Me and the team got together. We were like, look, you're rarely going to see projections over the Demon line. So instead of going that route, let's give them the option of looking at over a solid sample size. I don't want to just show them last 5. I want to show them last 20 over that Demon line. And any players that have a good history over that Demon line over the last 20 games, we'll show them and we'll rank them by their best history. That's the best way to show you these Demon plays because you're rarely going to get projection over the lines. Plain and simple. All right. Going back to Prizepicks, Terrence Mann is the best play. Let's look over all books. Any questions y'all have specifically of somebody you want to look at? Glad y'all added the Demon props. Absolutely, man. I know, look, we do what y'all want us to do. Like, if y'all want something to help you with the Demon props, you guys are going to play the Demons regardless. We might as well create a way for you to make the smartest decision on those Demons as you can. You feel what I'm saying? Why would Anthony Davis over 2.5 assists be a good pick? So would Anthony Davis over 2.5 assists be a good pick? So based off of projection data, we have him projected at 3.67 assists tonight, which is a 0.17 projection differential over the 3.5. Now, normally, we would not play a play with that small of a projection differential. With that small of a differential, we normally wouldn't play any of it. But it is a Demon. So if you want to take the shot on it, go for it. Nonetheless, projection is over that Demon line. Same thing with Jarrett Allen. Projection's 2.53 is 0.03. So it's damn near the same as the line is. But if you're going to play a Demon, you might as well play the Demons that have data backing them. You feel what I'm saying? Anthony Davis assist is at 2.5 right now on Prizepicks. Right. I'm looking at his demon line. We have the demon line up. You're talking about his regular line. Let me go back to Prizepicks regular then, because I'm looking at demon. If we look at Prizepicks regular, we type in Anthony Davis. His assists over 2.5 assists is 51.27 chance to hit, minus 128 consensus odds on the over, minus 136 highest odds, projection of 3.67, a 1.17 projection differential. So this play isn't a super high chance to hit, but it is a play that is EV, has the Vegas odds on the over, as well as having projection data on the over as well. So you can. Now, it's not the chance to hit that you really are looking for. There's better options on it, but you can. They bumped Terrence Mann. Let's refresh. Where's Terrence Mann's line now? 10? Yeah, he's off the board, y'all. Like I said, the tools are moving at a lightning speed right now. Our developer is working on it at the moment, though. I need to tell him to make sure he is. We're always making adjustments, man. Hold on one second. Okay. Kelly Oubre, under 6.5 rebounds, assists, 52.81 chance to hit at the top. Minus 137 consensus odds on his under 6.5 rebounds, assists. Highest odds of minus 140, projection of 6.14. So again, not only do you have the minus 137 consensus odds throughout the entire sportsbook industry, but you have the highest odds of minus 140 and player projection also under as well. So you have multiple data sources showing you the under, obviously. The minus 137 means, so our consensus odds, we take every sportsbook in the entire sportsbook industry. We find all the ones with the line of 6.5 rebounds, assists. We find the consensus odds. So over the average of all these sportsbooks, their under is minus 137. Minus 137 is just the juice on a side of a bet. So how much money is going on one side or the other? Okay, so it shows most of the money is on the under, right? So minus 137 in Vegas, minus 140 is the highest it gets over on Flip, and then projection data of 6.14. What up, Cam? Let's get this money on Flex Friday. I've hit 500 unprotected plays 2 of the last 3 weeks. Let's get it, Dante. It's Flex Friday. Okay, our guy was pushing that Goblin update. The developer was pushing that Goblin update. I noticed that the tool hadn't updated the last 3 seconds, so I made sure he had it up because I'm live right now. He was pushing that new update. So as you can tell, this was updated at 9:17 and 50 seconds. Like, it's literally updating by the second. So make sure you're refreshing and paying attention. Sam Hauser has popped in. Under 13.5 points plus rebounds at 52.9 chance to hit. Minus 138 consensus. The highest odds are minus 138 on hot streak. Projection of 13.4. Many data sources on one side or the other. Under. We have all the data on the under. Sam Hauser, if you look at his history, 80% over the last 5 games on the under. So Peyton Pritchard, over 3.5 rebounds, 52.89 chance to hit, minus 137 consensus. Highest odds of minus 145 on the over on Fliff. Projection of 4.15. Again, not only EV on a side, but projection as well. We need to starting a trend where everyone placing player props should be playing EV projection, not just EV projection, because the problem with just going EV is not only smart people who know what they're doing are making lines what they are. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it's dumb people making lines boosted on one end or the other. It's not only smart bettors betting. There's a lot of dumb bettors out there. No offense to anybody in here. Everybody who's in here is smart because you're in the right spot. But it's not just smart people placing bets. So you can't just blindly follow EV alone all the time. But what you can do is you can take the EV and compare it to projection data. If projection data is on that same side, it's amazing. And that's what Props Made Easy does. It checks all the boxes for you. So in turn, it's going to have more of success overall than most things because it's got more data overall into the picks. The update that was made is the Demon tool. Dennis Schroeder. Let me see what they got going on here. So as you can see, okay, so that update has been made on the Demon side. Now remember, players that have hit their Demon line, right, who have a history of going over their Demon line, 50% or more over their last 20 will show right here, and then we will rank them over that last 20. So the only player who has a 50% hit rate over his last 20 games on their demon line is Dennis Schroeder, over 26.5 PRA. This is the play that I would go with when it comes to demon. Dennis Schroeder, over 26.5 PRA. Why? Because over his last 5, he's hit at 60%. Over his last 10, he's hit at 50%. Over his last 20, he's hit at 50%. So he's at least hit this 50% over the last 20 games. He's at least hit at 50% over his last 20 games, which puts him in position to at least be a demon to be used. Hood, baby, I got you on underdog, baby. Let's get it. Let's check out underdog. Over on underdog, at the top of the list, we've got Najee Marshall. Let me refresh. Let me refresh real quick. Make sure we're looking at the absolute best. Over on underdog, we have Najee Marshall, under 4.5 rebounds at 53.3 chance to hit. Minus 139 consensus odds on his under. Minus 149 highest odds over on Bet Online. And a projection of 3.89. Again, not only do you have the EV among the entire industry at minus 139 odds on the under, but you have the highest odds of minus 149 and a player projection at 3.89, which is also under the line. We look at his history over his last 20 games. He's gone under in 70%. Great play. Mikal Bridges is almost a green probability at 52.9, under his 4.5 rebounds at 52.9 chance to hit. Minus 137 consensus odds on the under. Highest odds of minus 146 on the under. Projection of 3.2. Everything under. Peyton Pritchard, over 3.5 rebounds at 52.89 on underdog. Minus 137 consensus odds on the over. Highest odds of minus 145 over on Flip on the over. And a projection of 4.15. Everything over. Kelly Oubre, under 6.5 rebounds assists at 52.8. Minus 137 consensus odds on the under. Highest odds of minus 140 on the under on Flip. And a projection of 6.14. Again, EV projection, baby. EV projection. Let's get it. You think Dennis gonna hit? So all that what the demon tool tells you is that Dennis Schroeder over his last 20 games, a solid sample size, has at least hit this 50%. Okay, which is better than anyone else with a demon line right now. Now, there are times that they drop these demon lines where players have hit them on a consistent basis over the last 20 games. So if you're going to add a demon, the best demon to add would be the Dennis Schroeder over 26.5 PRA. Just based off results, history data. Only thing scaring me about Dennis is blowout potential against Boston. Completely understand. I completely understand. There's obviously that risk, and he is a demon play for a reason. So understand, he's not going to be the best play on the board, obviously. But if you have to play a demon play, he would be the play that I would go. And I get it. Boston's good. But the line at 26.5 still feels a little bit low when it comes to demon-wise. These demon lines are pushed up, right? It still feels a little bit low compared to where a demon maybe should be with his history results. All right. Let's see. I don't see Dabble. Only my sportsbook option list anymore. Only my sportsbook option list anymore. Was it removed? Dabble? Let me see. I don't see Dabble on here right now. Let me check and see what's up with that real quick. Let me see what's up with Dabble real quick. Let me see what's up with Dabble real quick. I'm having them look at it right now. Okay. You guys got UFC on there? Come on, baby. Come on, sir. Sir, of course we do. Let's look at MMA real quick. The best UFC plays available right now is Bernardo Sopaj, under 55.5 significant strikes. Throughout the industry, his average line is at 50.5. We can take advantage of the under on Prizepicks, seeing that it's 55.5 at a -5. Cortavius Romeus, under 36.5 at a -3. Most lines are at 33.5 on him. We can grab the under on that as well. Those will be your two best plays there. NHL, nothing too crazy in NHL right now. Lines are incredibly tight on Prizepicks. If you look at all sportsbooks, you do have some better plays on FanDuel. You can get the under 2.5 shots on goal on FanDuel. -156 consensus odds on his under. -172 is the highest odds over on Parlay Play, and a projection of 2.24. You can get this on FanDuel, Hard Rock, Hot Streak, Fliff. parlay play, sleeper. Max Piccaretti over on NHL under 0.5 points is at 55.8 chance to hit. You can get this play on Fliff, hot streak, sleeper, parlay play. Matthew Nice over 0.5 points at a 55.3. You can get it on Fliff, hot streak, sleeper, parlay play, DraftKings pick six. Let's go to all books on NBA. Let's see overall throughout the entire industry where our best plays are. Sam Hauser's at the top of the list on Prizepicks, under his 13.5 points plus rebounds. Peyton Pritchard over 3.5 rebounds at 52.8 are going to be your absolute two best on Prizepicks right now. Let's look at all books. Appreciate you, boss. You for the people. I got you, brother. NHL is money on sleeper. It is. All right, let's move on. Okay. Maxi and Embiid out. Oubre goes over 100% without them. Let me go back and see what you're talking about there. Let me look at the line on Oubre. Okay, so Kelly Oubre under 6.5 rebounds, assists at 52.8. I completely understand the points that you just made. Now let me make my point here. Kelly Oubre Jr.'s line is at 6.5 rebounds, assists, right? Those players that you mentioned being out, Embiid and Maxi. The sportsbook, the Vegas sports books, right? All of those sports books know that those guys are out and are keeping that into consideration. They also know how he has played in the exact situation, so they know all of that. Don't automatically assume an over on a player's line because of small information like that. Oh, these guys are out. Oh, his history with these guys out is amazing. You know what I'm saying? You're going off just one small thing. You need to understand there's so much more data involved into this. And these sportsbook lines are set for a reason where they're set. This line at 6.5 is a little elevated with those guys out, like you said. So the line is already taking that consideration. Anytime somebody brings that up to me like, oh, this guy's out, he's definitely going to go over. It's just not how you attack things. That's not how you attack things in the props world, or you're going to be a losing bettor in general. You got to take as much data in the mind as you can. I get it. The history with them out, Oubre's hit it, blah, 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 blah. But all of these sports books know all the information you're mentioning and way more than you've ever looked up. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to take advantage of that. One of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make in this industry and why they never break through to become profitable bettors is because they don't allow themselves to give up on that thought process and they want to be smarter. They think they're smarter than the sports books. They think they're smarter than this tool. They think they're smarter than that tool. They think they're better than this and better than that. They can't just accept the fact that there's things out there better than them and take more data than they can possibly research and do what it says. You will become a better overall. You feel what I'm saying? Can we see Dabble top props? Dabble right now is being added back to it. Let me see real quick. Let me see it for a second. He said that it should be there. Let me see. I didn't see it, though. I didn't see it. He's working on it right now. I'm refreshing the tools real quick. There he is. There it is. Maybe I just missed it. Dabble. Paul George, over 4.5 rebounds at 53.4 chance to hit. Minus 140 consensus odds on his over. Minus 156 highest odds on parlay play. And a projection of 5.24. Not only do you have the EV on the over, but projection as well on the over. Najee Marshall, under 4.5 rebounds at a 53.3 chance to hit. Minus 139 consensus on the under. Highest odds of minus 149. Projection of 3.89. Klay Thompson, under 3.5 rebounds at 53 chance to hit, minus 138 consensus odds, minus 152 highest odds on hot streak, and a projection of 3.3. EV projection. This is the plus EV plus projection I'm talking about. This is what Props Made Easy does. It's not just EV. It's EV and projection data. AI technology simulating games 10,000 times for projection data. Kyle Lowry, under 1.5 turnovers, 53% chance to hit. Bam Adebayo, over 16.5 points, 53% chance to hit. So there's plenty of green over on Dabble right now for NBA. Chalkboard. So we are in the process of trying to add Chalkboard. Chalkboard makes it hard for these tools to add their stuff. Like they don't like partnering with these tools, I guess, because they feel like if these tools have their site up there, then people will dominate them a little more. So I don't know what's up with Chalkboard. They're not as open to working with us. If there anybody from Chalkboards in here, hit me up. We can get y'all integrated into Prize Made Easy, but for the most part, they really aren't very. As you can see, we have a lot of books available. A lot of books are work with your boy, but a lot of books won't. So, well, not a lot of books. Some won't, and Chalkboard's one of them. Only time to consider that is when building a DFS line because Oubre usage would go way up. Exactly, Ron. Yeah. Sean, what up, Cam? Sean, what's up, bro? Can you check Jabari Smith under 6.5 rebounds? Also, Clint Capella over 9.5 points. All right, Jabari Smith. Let's see what Jabari Smith's best plays are. I'm guessing you're talking Prizepicks. That's what I'm imagining you're talking about. Let's refresh the tools. All right. Kelly Oubre's under 6.5 rebounds assists is actually creeping up to the top of this tool right now. Under on rebounds assists of 6.5 for Kelly Oubre. Not only is the minus 137 consensus odds, when you look through the whole sportsbook industry, it's minus 137 consistent odds on the under, minus 140 highest odds on flip, and a projection of 6.14. So not only do you have the EV on the under, but you have AI technology simulating this game 10,000 times with Embiid and Maxey off the floor, giving him a 6.14. So grab the under. You asked for, I can get into rants sometimes. Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith's best play right now on Prizepicks is his under 6.5 rebounds at a 51.12. Highest odds get up to minus 150 on flip on the under, projection of 6.4. So Jabari Smith's under rebounds would be your best bet. He's hit it 45% over the last 20 games. But remember, history doesn't matter unless data already is great. Bam just got up to 17.5 on Prizepicks. Let's take a look. Bam 17.5 on points. He's 16.5 on all these other tools. 17.5 on Prizepicks is not a play, as you can see. If you go to Prizepicks, he's not popping. So either projections not liking it is on the opposite side of EV or something, because he's not available for Prizepicks at the moment. All right, let's refresh. What else we got? Do you think I should dabble top 4 green together? Of course, plays, man. Take the top plays because they got the best data backing them. You all want the top plays, man, because, again, they have so much data integrated into these plays, man. Take advantage. Peyton Pritchard over 3.5 rebounds is almost green chance to hit. Minus 145 highest odds on flip. Minus 137 consensus around the whole industry. Player projection of 4.15. He's only hit at 25%, but you know there's injuries here to make this prop great. If you just look at history, it wouldn't tell you the whole story. Hard Rock top plays, let's do it. I'll check NFL Demons right after that. Let's check Hard Rock. Over on Hard Rock, you got some really good options. You got multiple over 55% chances to hit here. I mean, you've got a lot of great plays, but we'll talk about like the top 3 or so. Franz Wagner under 1.5 made threes at 55.9. Minus 156 consensus odds throughout the industry on the under here. Minus 181 is as high as the odds get over on Parlay Play, and a projection of 1.32. Kyle Lowry over 4.5 assists at 55.9 chance to hit. Minus 156 consensus odds on the over. Gets as high as minus 180 on Bovada. The over, projection of 4.6. Goga Badadzi over 1.5 blocks at 55.9 chance to hit. Minus 156 consensus odds on the over. Highest odds of minus 160, projection of 2.2. So some really good plays over there on Hard Rock. Somebody asked about NFL Demon. Let me see if we have the NFL Demons up. We don't have any NFL Demons right now. None available at the moment. We will work on it, though. The best goblins. I can get you the best goblins, and they should be sorted by the sportsbook differential right here. There's a little bit 35.8 at the top and then 9.5. Let me see. There we go. Okay, sorted by sportsbook differential, but they should automatically be sorted by that. Hold on one second. That will be fixed in just a minute. All right, Jared Goff over 174.5 passing yards is going to be your number 1 goblin. There's a 57.6 sportsbook differential between his goblin line and the sportsbook lines on average. Justin Herbert over 174.5 passing yards for him as well at a 53.2. So some really good goblins on the board, like big differentials there for goblins. Overall, throughout the industry, Vivid's got a 0.5 passing yard deal right now over there on Vivid Picks. Let me go to Prizepicks. Jaden Daniels under 225.5 passing yards at a minus 4.78 sportsbook differential against Pittsburgh. Tough matchup here. 220 sportsbook line, projection of 216.8, a minus 8.7. So a minus 4.78 sportsbook differential and a minus 8.7 projection differential. When you look at his history, it looks like he's going over most of the time, right? This matchup against Pittsburgh is not a very plus one for his over on his passing yards. Tough matchup against that great defense. So definitely run the under on that. Good sportsbook differential here. Jared Goff over 227.5 passing yards at a 4.67 against Houston. 232.17 sportsbook line, player projection of 238, 11.1 projection differential. We have been projected for 11.1 passing yards over where his line is on Prizepicks. If we look at his season so far, he's hit this in 50%. Caleb Williams under 212.5 passing yards at a minus 4.6 sportsbook differential. Sportsbook lines on average at 207.9. Player projection of 209.9. Solid spot on the under here for Caleb Williams. He's also gone under in 55.5% chance, 55.5% of the time. Some really good plays for NFL overall as well. College football, Sanders for passing yards. Let me see college football. Sanders passing yards. Okay, so Shedeur Sanders under 328.5 for college football. Passing yards minus 2.75 sportsbook differential. Sportsbook lines on average are about 325.7. When you average them all together, they're at 325.7, a minus 2.75 passing yard differential. So the under on Prizepicks would be the better value for Shedeur. You asked about Dabble, though. I don't see Dabble here for NFL. Let me make sure he has Dabble there. Okay. Anyway, we can have NFL yard combos back on the tool. Great point, Jonah. Great point, Jonah. Yeah, the combos. Great point, Jonah. Thank you for that. I forgot that. Yeah, we need to add those back on the NFL tool ASAP. A couple more minutes, y'all. Final questions. Let's get it. Let's look at college basketball. David Coit under 11.5 points, 52.59 chance to hit, minus 135 consensus on David Coit. Under 24.5 points, rebounds, assists at 52.45 for Joe. Over PRA of 22.5 for Max Shulga. What questions we got? Let me hit some last questions. You like that Carson Beck play at the top of the college football tool? Absolutely. Anything at the top of the college football tool, I'm going to love. It's got great data on its side. Do I grab the top plays that are green and put them in a lineup, or is there more data to take into consideration? Top plays are going to be taking all the data you can imagine. So our top plays at every sport is taking all the data possible. Not only do we take the EV into consideration, which I'm sure you understand what EV is by now if you've been in this game for long enough. It's sportsbook value. Not only is it EV, but it's taking player projection as well. So the plays at the very top are going to be the absolute best plays available, taking all data into consideration. All data. No data left behind. All right, so take the top plays. Don't overthink it, okay? Please do not overthink things. Take advantage of what this tool does. 3 demon for NBA, 0 risk to add them to a Flex Friday play. Oh, 3 demons for NBA? Let's go check it out. Let me refresh the tools real quick. Okay. So as you can see, there are 3 demon plays available on the board. What that tells me is there's 3 demons and only 3 demons that have a 50% chance to hit or higher. As you can see, we put their last 20 history hit rate right here. So all 3 of these guys have hit these lines. Over 29.5 PRA on Josh Hart, over Zion Williamson 27.5 points, and Dennis Schroeder over 26.5 PRA. All 3 of these players have gone over this line in 50% of their last 20. Not just a small sample, a whole 20 games. Okay, so That's interesting. Josh Hart's hit it 60% over his last 5, 40% over his last 10, and then 50% over his last 20. Zion Williamson has hit this in 60% of his last 5, 50% of his last 20, obviously, and Dennis Schroeder, 50% of his last 20. So these are the 3 demons that we would recommend you add into your slips. What site shows you the best demons? None. None. What site shows you the best goblins? None. And what site is as cheap as Props Made Easy? None. It's that easy, baby. We really created something better than everywhere else and made it cheaper than everywhere else. That's just the straight facts of it. It is what it is. Best NBA Goblin? Let's check it out. The best Goblin is Brandon Miller's over steals of 0.5. You have a bunch of identical plays right here. You have a bunch at 61.6 chances to hit. Like literally, you've got so many that are around the same. Let's do this. Let's sort by last 20. Let's go the best Goblin with the last 20 history. So as you can see, I went to last 20. What that does is it sorts the players by their best last 20 results. So Andrew Wiggins Goblin over 2.5 rebounds. He has hit this 90% of the time over the last 20. Again, that's something else that nowhere else offers. You can sort this by the best last 20 while also seeing their Goblin line at that line. It's crazy. Crazy. Mic drops, sir. Absolutely. PropsMadeEasy.com. Only $20 a month. You are tripping if you're not a member at this point. What was the NBA game plays? I missed them. So the best NBA right now. By the way, you can do that whole last 20 thing the same way on everywhere. As you can see, last 20 is set up for Prizepicks. Kelly Oubre Jr. under 26.5 is going to have the best last 20 results of any play on his under. If we go and we look at his last 20, he's hit this in 90% of his last 20 games. He's gone under. Remember, the history results match whatever the PME pick says. So as you can see, the PME pick is under. This is going to show you how many times he's gone under in the last 20 games of this line. He's gone under 90% of the time. Not only that, but Sportsbook data has it minus 134.8 consensus odds on the under. Highest odds of minus 160 on the under on Pinnacle. Projection of 20.9. Come on, man. Come on, man. Somebody asked me a question. Let me see what somebody asked. Do you think NBA best NBA plays on Prizepicks straight up? Let's go to the beginning. The best plays right now. Let me refresh the tool. Final question right here, y'all, before I head out. Morning show is over. I'll be back at 3 p.m. Central. So make sure y'all turn on the post note and make sure you subscribe to the channel. By the way, if you're in here right now, if you can't chat, it's because you're not subscribed to me. If you just subscribe to the channel, you're able to enter the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so it lets you know when I go live later at 3 p.m. Central. If we have demon lines on the board that we just saw, why isn't the normal line green? Because that demon line is different than the normal line. So the demon line is higher. It doesn't mean the regular line is going to be green. We're looking at last 20 only on these demons. You feel what I'm saying? We're only looking at last 20 data on the demons. We're going off history results over last 20 to find the best demons. So their normal line, that doesn't mean their normal line is going to be green because the other data like projection data, EV data, that could be on an opposite end. You feel what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying. All right. Do you think Sengun getting 4 rebounds? Let me see. Let me go back to NBA, see if there's any green. Peyton Pritchard over 3.5 rebounds, 52.8. Kelly Oubre under 6.5 rebounds assists. Sam Hauser under 5.5 rebounds assists. Goga Badadze under 2.5 steals and blocks are going to be your best bets on Prizepicks. You asked me about Sengun. Sengun rebounds assists over is the one I would take. That's going to be your best bet. That's going to be your plus EV plus projection play on Prizepicks. What's the top 4 dabble plays? My first time on there with a free 25. I got you, Anton, yes. I got you. Hold on one second. Dabble top 4 plays. Paul George over 4.5 rebounds. Najee Marshall under 4.5 rebounds. Klay Thompson under 3.5 rebounds. And Kyle Lowry under 1.5 turnovers. Yo, bro, Terry Rozier, PRA over 21.5. Let me see. Let me type in. All you got to do, if you're curious about a player, type in their name in the search bar. Terry Rozier's best prop, His only plus EV plus projection play, remember, where EV is on one side and projection also agrees, is his over 3.5 rebounds, is 51.69% chance to hit. Highest odds of minus 140 on parlay play, projection of 4.29. So I would take Terry Rozier's over 3.5 rebounds would be the absolute best play. That's the play that the tool is promoting. So if you want to take a Rozier, that's what I would do. We need a head-to-head graph. Head-to-head, okay, so history means not much. We added history so you can keep that in consideration. It's cool. It's cool to look at. It's interesting when it comes to demons, at least. But like when it comes to overall head-to-head matchup matters even less because so much could have gone into their performance over that in the head-to-head matchup. Also, their line could have been at a whole different line. You feel that their line could have been at a whole different level the last head-to-head matchup. So it's just not something you need to take into consideration when it comes to making your picks. All the information you need, all of the data that you need, that is information that you actually need to use, is going to be on the tool already. You feel what I'm saying? So either the consensus data, the projection data, or the last 5, 10, 15, 20 head-to-head data just means so little that we just haven't had the team look into it. We can if enough people want it, but it's just not something that matters. Do we just stick to one bet app when building lines? No, Chris. My recommendation is you have whatever sportsbook that you can possibly play in your city. You have access to it. That way you can play the best plays available. Because as you see right now, right? Prizepicks has no green chances to hit at the moment. But if I go over here and I go to Dabble, it's nothing but green. If I go here and I go to FanDuel, nothing but green. If I go to DraftKings Pick 6, nothing but green. So there's other places that have better chances to hit on their boards than Prizepicks does. Nonetheless, yes, the payout will be a little bit different on some of those other plays, but we max our chances to hit at about 55%. So you're still going to double up adding these plays into your slips on those other sports books. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Almost an hour pretty much we went live. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Thank y'all for joining me. I'll see y'all at 3 p.m. Central Time for the afternoon live show. We'll go over all the best plays at that time. Propsmadeeasy.com, baby. $20 a month. That's it. Thank y'all for joining me. Lock in, and I will see y'all at 3 p.m. Central. Peace. Y'all have a good day.